Hi everyone. Thank you for being here. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays. Um, I am Lupita and I am really delighted to be here today. Today we're going to focus on stress, on how to move with stress, how to process some stress, and understand how to kind of build a relationship with stress when we are not really able to control what happens. We're going to do that through a little bit of stretching, of mindful somatic movement in the body, and then some breath work. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to need a mat today, so you can roll out your mat. You can also be on a chair if that is most comfortable for you. I'll be kind of demoing both throughout, but mostly I will stay on the mat today. Okay, let's go ahead and get on our mat. So you want to find something behind you. If this is called Dandasana. This is the pose where we're going to begin. It's called staff pose, or translates to staff pose in English. And what you want is to be as comfortable as possible. So if you need a wall behind you to hold you up here to make this more comfortable, you can do that. Okay? If not, want a little bit more of a challenge also with the core, you can hold yourself up like so. We're going to bring our hands behind us, fingertips facing towards the front, and you want to make sure that the legs are straight out in front of you. So this is called staff pose because a staff holds you upright, right? Helps you kind of navigate, support your weight, and so we're going to use this like so. We're going to go ahead and take a deep breath, roll the shoulders up and back just for a moment. You can close your eyes if that feels safe. Just kind of getting our heart open, starting to work our intercostal, start to open up the rib cage. Beautiful. See if you can start to make your breath a little bit audible. So inhaling and exhaling with intention. Just taking a few moments here to get into our breath. To notice the sound of the breath. Maybe trying to slow the breath down. Let's take one more rolling of the shoulders and then leave them back behind you while you press the palms into the earth. Press the shins into the earth and flex the feet. And then point the toes. Flex the feet, inhale, and point the toes. So this is a series of movements called Pavan Muktasan. It helps to lubricate the joints. And so sometimes we tend to hold stress in the body, not only in the big parts of the body, but also in these small little areas. We tend to tense up when we are stressed. Cortisol levels, adrenaline, this cascade of hormones that are released in the body tend to tense up our muscles to get us ready to fight, to flight, right? However, when we don't work through that, it can get stored in the body. And so that's what this movement really helps us with. It helps us to kind of process this. So I want us to include the breath in here with this. So as you inhale, can you flex the feet? And as you exhale, can you point your toes? Beautiful. More deep breath in. And deep breath out. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now relax the feet. We worked through a bigger joint, which is the ankle. Now we're going to work with the toes, which are the smaller joints. We're going to spread the toes wide, inhale. And then exhale as you squeeze the toes. And so you should be seeing my toes. And I know if this is kind of weird and you've never done this in a yoga class before, just have some grace, I think I should say, with yourself here. I know that sometimes we want to get up and we want to move, but slowing down and really connecting with these small body parts is so important for also the relationship with our bodies, with ourselves, right? To get to know these little areas. It's not all about the big movements. It's also about the micro movements in our body. Good. And this can be symbolic of micro movements in life, right? We tend to jump from one thing to the next, and we're always looking for those big leaps. But what about those small leaps? About the things that we're doing on a daily basis, or maybe on a moment-to-moment basis, that can really help us ground and really help us move forward. So again, I'm going to inhale and exhale. Deep breath, inhale. And your toes will really appreciate this right now. Exhale, and if you're on a chair, we're doing the same thing on a chair. And if for some reason the toes aren't able to be moved, if you just even think about it, think about these micro movements in your life. Maybe think of a micro movement you did today. Exhale. And then one more time, deep breath. And exhale. Back to the ankle, we're going to do rounds or rolling of the ankle here. Deep breath in as you inhale, longer exhales out. See if you can lengthen the exhales out and just rolling the ankles out. Posture. We're going to start moving the upper body here, bringing out the arms in front of us. Inhale as you lengthen through the fingertips, and then exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen and expand, and exhale, squeeze. Inhale and exhale. Really, really squeeze. One more deep breath. And squeeze. Flex the hand towards your shins, like so. And exhale, round them down. Point the fingertips down. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath. And exhale. Beautiful. Get into the shoulders here. We're going to make big circles with the hands and move them back with the arms. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Towards the front and towards the back. And now reverse that movement. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. And one more deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Let's send our chin up to the sky. Let's round our back, arch our heart open. Exhale, rounding through the spine, send the chin down towards the chest. Tuck the tailbone under, squeeze through the core. 3 more of these. Use your breath. To all fours on our mat. Make sure that the palm of the hand and the heel of the hand right underneath the shoulder. A bit of a micro bend here, so we don't want to flex our elbow towards the front. We want to micro bend here so we don't dump our weight into our wrist. Also the same with the knees underneath the hips. If you can you press the tops of the feet into the earth? If not, you can always roll them. Just put some more weight on the toes so that you're protecting your knees. And deep breath in. We're going to arch the back. Exhale, we're going to round. Inhale, we're going to arch. And exhale, we're going to round. So if you can hear the song, it says, I'm coming home. And so I want you to think about what home is to you. As much as it is a physical space, maybe it's a place where you feel safe. Maybe it's a state of mind where you feel at peace. Maybe it's your baseline. So as you move throughout this little flow that we're going to do today, can you think of home? Let's come back to center. Let's inhale the right leg up behind us. Let's exhale, bring the knee into the chest. Inhale behind us, knee into the chest. If you want a little bit more intensity here, you can reach that left arm up and then bring knee to elbow. Imagine you're squeezing the core, so we're getting ready to use our core here in a balance. Let's inhale, lengthen. Again, micro bend in that right elbow. Remember that. Press all four corners of the palm into the earth. It might get a little wobbly. That's completely normal. Embrace that wobbliness. Embrace that. And then exhale, bring that left hand down. We're gonna send the right foot in between the hands. Okay, so this is where we're gonna send our hips forward, coming into Anjaneyasana, a supported lunge. We want our knee to track our ankle. We wanna move our hips forward, get a nice stretch in the left psoas. And as we move forward, we're gonna engage our core to help us lift up. We're gonna hover our fingertips up. See how that feels? To just kind of lift up. You want to make sure the core is being used so that we protect the body, okay? Protect our posture here. Keep hovering the fingertips. Beautiful. Okay, the next one, we're going to bring either our hands to our front thigh. Keep sending your hips forward, but try not to dump weight on the back. You're still lifting the rib cage up, lengthening through the spine. So we're here. And then we're going to start to lift the arms up if accessible for you, if this feels good in your body. Okay, so this is creating a nice expansion through the front body. We're going to lift the fingertips up, reach up, almost imagine you're holding something at the fingertips. So we can stay here, we can stay here, okay? Or I'm going to turn around so I can show you this one. Or we're going to interlace our fingertips, release the index, and we're going to send our rib cage and fingertips, okay? Keep your hips squared. We're going to send it up and over to the right side. So you're going to feel that nice stretch, that nice expansion through the right side, and you can start to lift the gaze up. And this might also get a little wobbly. Embrace the strength of that right thigh. Press all four corners of the foot, the right foot into the earth. Maybe look up. Feel that nice intercostal stretch on the left side. One deep breath. And then exhale back to center. Beautiful. Bring the hands back down. Send your hips towards the back and straighten the front leg. So we're getting a nice hamstring stretch here. Can you keep your back as straight as possible? Maybe tent the fingertips. Straighten that leg as much as is comfortable and accessible. Maybe flex that foot. Breath in. And deep breath out. Well, one more inhale. Bringing a smile to your face, enjoying this little movement that we have carved out for ourselves today. And then exhale, plant the hands, and then you're just gonna swivel that foot back as mindfully as possible. Beautiful, swaying the hips from side to side, maybe doing a little movement here, maybe circling the hips. And for this is kind of a free flow, so just do what feels good in your body. You can close your eyes and just move, notice, and roll the shoulders up and back. Beautiful. Let's come back to your tabletop. We're gonna send the left leg up, deep breath in. We're gonna exhale knee to nose. Inhale. And again, you can stay here, exhale. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Or you can lengthen through the body, okay? So keep doing that. If you're on your chair, okay? So for these movements, you want to make sure that you are able to do something like that. But just make sure you're keeping the core strong and the core engaged. The back long, or you can even raise one up, knee up, and then the other. Trying to scrunch here on this area or crunch. Yeah, deep breath in. And deep breath out. And then we're gonna place that foot in between the hands, okay? And for people in a chair, you're gonna wanna get a strength and a stretching of the psoas. So you're gonna send the right leg back, like so, and lift up through the arms. Okay, and same with the other side. If you are here on your mat, this is where we are, okay? And again, activate your core. You want to get long through the front body. Make sure the front ankle is right underneath that knee. Send the psoas forward, or that right hip, right thigh, and then slowly start to either bring your hands to that front thigh or lift them up. Lifting the rib cage up as you lengthen, but try to tuck that tailbone under. So we're not doing this, we're doing this. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Those who want to go a little further, you're gonna bring your hands to interlace, and then send the rib cage up and over to the left. Again, embracing the wobbliness. Just like in life, we can embrace those moments that are wobbly, that maybe aren't the most smooth sailing for us at times. What can we learn from those? Coming back to the front. Exhale, frame the front foot, send your hips back. Deep breath. And you can feel that nice stretch. Especially if we're sitting down all day. So if you're on your chair, so those on the mat stay here. If you are on the chair, we're going to send one leg forward and send your heart towards that knee. And same with the other side. So take a few breaths in each section. Make sure that there's a straight line from the hips all the way up to the crown of the head. Make sure you're breathing. people laugh when I say that, but sometimes you can catch yourself like you're actually not really breathing. You're like, we're like holding it in for some reason, right? Sometimes it's stress, sometimes it can be so many things. Beautiful. Coming back to our breath. One more inhale. And then exhale. We're going to come back here to our tabletop. And again, sway the hips from side to side. Okay. So we have time for a pigeon. And now pigeon is one of my favorite poses because it really helps open up the hips, and we tend to hold a lot of emotion, a lot of stress in the hips. I want you to be really, really super careful with this. So I am going to demonstrate it both ways, actually 3 ways. I'm going to demonstrate it 2 ways on the mat and then 1 way on the chair. Okay, and I think we've done this on the chair when we go into figure 4 and figure 4 on the mat, but this is getting into the hips, okay? So first variation, I'm going to send the right leg forward, backward. Bring the knee in between the hands, swivel that right foot towards the left side. And then you're going to land in your pigeon. So you want to, again, micro bend into the elbows so that you have strength in the arms. If we're doing this, then we don't have a lot of strength in the arms, okay? We want to make sure they're active the whole way through the press into the palms of the hands, and then land comfortably wherever you want. You can stay lifted if this is enough for you, okay? Or you can breathe and then lower maybe 1 centimeter, breathe, and then lower 1 more centimeter, breathe, maybe lower a little bit more. Listen to your body, okay? So here we are, and this is a little bit of a different pigeon. So we are here, we're gonna lift through the heart, again, micro bending into the elbows, roll the shoulders up and back, opening up through the heart space. So whether you're here, you're still gonna open up through the heart space, okay? And then next little challenge here is to bend into that left leg. You can then use your right hand for support. You can open up and reach that left arm back. You don't have to grab. As long as you're reaching, that's okay. Okay, so we're here. Deep breaths in and out. Okay, so this is too much. We can get on our backs, and we've done this before in other classes. We're going to send that right ankle on top of the left thigh. And then here we're going to open up the hip by bringing that left knee towards the chest. We can also interlace our hands underneath the thigh. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay, and that's enough. That's enough for you to go in that pose. Keep holding your poses. If you're in your chair, and remember, breathe through your poses. If you're in your chair, you are going to place, again, the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Want to make sure this is comfortable for you. Flex your foot, protect your knee, and then again, send your chest forward. Okay? And again, this is enough for you. You don't have to move forward more. You don't have to reach for anything in the ground, just right here. Okay? Okay, those in your pigeon. Go ahead and let that left leg go if you were grabbing onto it. Deep breath in, place the palms onto the earth and push up with intention. Coming back to your tabletop. Swaying from side to side. Let's lift that left leg, doing the same thing here. And again, you on your back, you can do the same thing. Left ankle on top of right thigh, and same thing on the chair, okay? So for those going to pigeon on your mat, again, micro bending into the elbows. Deep breath in, rolling the shoulders up and back. You can be here all day. You can even bend while you're here, and you can stay here, okay? If you're on the ground, you can go ahead and use that left arm, and then bend, and then go ahead and reach if that feels good for you. Deep breaths in and out of the body. And so here we're getting a double stretch in the leg and also upper arm. And we're breathing. And we're embracing. And we're grateful. Deep breath in and deep breath out wherever you are. One more deep breath in. Slowly, with intention, letting that go. Lengthening through the front body. Exhale as you ground down. Pushing yourself up intentionally. Coming back into your tabletop. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to go into one little mindful sun salutation here. So we're going to roll the toes over and come into our first ever downward facing dog ever in this series, I think. Maybe we did one before, but regardless, in this class, it's our first one. We're going to send the hips up to the sky and then start to walk the dog out. So this is bending one knee, bending the other. Deep breath into the body. Make sure to press into all four corners of the palms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Maybe sighing out. Beautiful. And then slowly walking to your hands. Okay. And if you are on a chair, okay, you're just going to move through this, crossing the heels out, almost mimicking that same position, and then walking toward your hands. And we're going to slowly get up, okay? So if you're on your chair, you're just going to get up very mindfully, if possible. If not, you can stay on your chair. Here, we're slowly going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to a stand. Beautiful. And so here we're standing. And so what we want is to do some mindful sun salutations here. So we're going to reach the arms up high. We're going to send the hands to the heart. Exhale. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to dive forward, hinging from the hips, moving ourselves down. Beautiful. We're going to come back into that same Anjaneyasana we were in before. Let's lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring it back behind us, and then bring that back knee down. And so we're in that same position that we were in, and you get to choose. You get to come here, you get to come here, whatever feels good for you. Okay? So if you're on your chair, and so stay there, those on the floor. Those on the chair, you went from here, right, to here, hands to the heart, hands back up, hands down, earth, okay? And then you're gonna come back to your chair, and it's the same thing. You want to send one leg back and lift up. Beautiful. And so here we are, lifting up and over if that's in your practice. Inhale back to center, exhale, bring the front foot back to your downward facing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out to your plank of your choice, making sure that there's a straight line from crown of the head to the heels. Bringing knees, chest, chin down to the earth, and then a very gentle baby cobra as you bring the belly to the earth, lifting through the heart space. And then exhale as you lower. And yourself, pushing yourself back up. Downward facing dog. We're going to inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, plant it in between the hands. Bring it back down, that back knee. Inhale the arms up to the sky. And then again. Deep breath in. And then exhale back to center. Frame the front foot. Beautiful. From here, back foot comes forward towards the front and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. So you're going to bring your hands to your shins, making sure that there's, again, a straight line from the crown of the head to the hips. And then exhale, fold. And then root to rise here, rolling vertebrae by vertebrae while activating the heels, lifting up. And exhale, hands to the heart space. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do one more of those. Okay, so again, coming up to the front of our mat. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale as we fold. Bring your sun with you. So this is called a sun salutation for a reason. Bring your heat with you. Inhale, left leg lifts up this time. And then plant it behind you, bringing the back knee down. Those who want a bit more of a challenge can keep the back knee lifted, okay, for a full Anjaneyasana. So up to you. You can again interlace and reach towards the right side. And then exhale back to center, frame the front foot. Beautiful. Back to your downward facing. Deep breath in. Forward to your plank. Knees touch into the earth. And inhale, a baby cobra. Imagine you're picking up a penny with your belly button. Exhale, coming back down. Pushing yourself up mindfully. Downward facing dog. Lifting through that left leg. And exhale, plant it in between. Bring the back knee down or keep it lifted, your choice. Deep breath. And bring it over. Exhale back to center. Bring that foot towards the front and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. And then root to rise as you lift up. And exhale, hands to the heart space. Beautiful. Now we're going to find a comfortable seat on our mat. And here we are. And we probably are feeling some kind of heat in the body right now through the movement, through the balance. And so we're just going to take a moment to sit with that. Let's bring the right hand to the belly, left hand to the heart. Just noticing where we're breathing into at this moment. Let's connect to our breath. Try to see if you can hear your breath. You can make it a bit more audible, right? So I came up here to show you there's a breath called Ujjayi. It's almost like you're fogging up the mirror. When you fog up a mirror, you do that. So imagine doing that, but with your mouth sealed. You still hear that sound? Okay, so this helps us slow down the breath and also build some more heat, even if we're sitting. So imagine again, you're breathing with a slight restriction in the throat and breathing out with a slight restriction in the throat. Okay, so now we're going to come back to our hand placement. Close your eyes if that feels safe. And with that audible sound, want you to imagine that your body and your mind are the shore of an ocean, of a beach. Just imagine the sand, what color it would be, how soft it would be on your feet. If you were a sandy shore, what would you be like at the moment? And then with your breath, I want you to imagine the ocean waves flowing in and out, back into ocean. Create longer, deeper waves as you lengthen and deepen your breath even more. And imagine the waves taking with them anything on the shore that's no longer serving the shore. And as you're doing this, think about your breath being this ocean waves. Imagine clearing away any thoughts, any concepts you're holding of yourself, of your path, that are no longer serving you. Can your wavy breath come in and clear that? Can we relax our face, soften through the jaw, the eyelid, cheekbones? Can we relax through the front body, the chest, the belly? Can we soften through the body? While we connect with our breath. Again, softening through the body. Let's release the arms down to the thighs. Taking a few more breaths together. Allowing the relics that we washed away with our breath also be reminders of reconnecting to our breath, of understanding why we need our breath. Also knowing that they were there for a reason, for the time they needed to be there, just as our stressors can serve as reminders. Gently reach the arms up high. And exhale as we bring the hands down to the heart, bowing chin to chest. Thank you so much. I honor each and every one of you for joining today, and namaste. Thank you again, and have a beautiful week. See you next week. Bye.